quick reminder that we're back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time here on Peacock for all the build-up ahead of Everton Newcastle. The Toffees need the 3 points to put some space between them and the drop zone. So let's take a look at the bottom half of the table right now. You can see Everton sit outside the bottom three, but on goal difference alone, following what was their fourth consecutive Premier League loss. They do, though, have 3 games in hand on 18th placed Watford right now. It is going to be quite the matchup. Newcastle currently 14th, well clear of that relegation zone as things stand. Tim, you obviously a former Everton player. Can you believe that your former club, they're one of the 6 that have never been relegated from the Premier League, that they are in this pretty dicey position?
Well, yeah, it's a proud football club with a bunch they're steeped in tradition. But I can believe they're in this position. I have questions. I have questions on whether they can handle a relegation fight, whether they can handle the pressure of the Goodison crowd when they start to get restless. Can they focus on Newcastle? I look at their next 4 games after Newcastle: West Ham, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. I mean, they can't look too far ahead. I mean, that's such a brutal run. And when you talk about 4 goalless defeats on the bounce, 1 win in 11 games, nothing is telling me that they're trending in any type of direction that's positive at the moment. It's tough times. You know, these players, look, the Goodison crowd wants to be entertained, but at this point, they don't want to be entertained. They just want 11 players wearing a blue shirt that are willing to fight for the club and its reputation in the Premier League. Are your questions stemmed from Lampard's leadership or the team when they play? No, I think it's a matter of the team that Lampard inherited. He inherited a team that was low on confidence, low on quality, and just hasn't had the amount of time that he needs to implement his game plan. But they're going to have to figure it out very quickly. OK, what are your impressions ahead of tomorrow?
I don't think there's an acceptance that they're in a relegation fight. That's what worries me about this Everton team. You go back to when they got beat by Tottenham away a couple of Mondays ago, very comprehensively as well. Afterwards, what Frank Lampard said was very telling. He spoke about Anthony Gordon and said about, we need desire, we need work ethic. If you haven't got 11 of your players starting a game in a relegation battle, if you've just got one that doesn't have that work rate and desire, you're going down. It's as simple as that. It's like, it's brilliant to be at the top, you know, you're winning all these games and things like that. The problem is when you're down at the bottom because you might win 1 game in 10. How do you keep the characters going? How do you keep the mood uplifted? And that's the problem. I don't think they realise or understand where they are in the league. The way that they're playing it says, oh, well, we're not going to get into Europe, we're not going to get relegated. That needs to change really, really quickly. And Tim knows better than me. The fans will tell you that anyway, won't they? Yeah, and I think, you know, when you talk about Lampard's comments after the Tottenham game, they were telling there hasn't been an acceptance that they are in a relegation fight. I think tomorrow, I think tomorrow, based on those comments about what he's seen, he's been shown the attitude of some players. Anthony Gordon is the standard that he expects the players. I would imagine he'll make some wholesale changes, and that would indicate to everybody, all of us and his team, that, yes, we are in a battle, in a fight. They need points, right, Danny? But they're playing an informed Newcastle. They had a 9-match unbeaten streak just up until playing Chelsea at the weekend. So Eddie Howe's team, they're going to be feeling confident. Newcastle have shown how to do it. It's about grit, it's about determination when you're at the bottom. It's not about, you know, your silky touches on the ball, this, that, whatever. Let's put it this way. This is how big I think, A, the game is and the future is for Everton. If Everton get relegated, it will be, in my mind, the biggest relegation ever in the Premier League. Wow. Because they're a huge football club. They're massive. They've never been relegated from the Premier League. It's unthinkable to think that it could happen. Yeah, and to your point, Lampard came in, he said, we joined a club on a bad run, so didn't necessarily inherit the best of form.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches and much more.